Telly Bear here. I am with you for, yes, another deck kind of unboxing walkthrough thing. I have had this deck for at least I think it came in 2 weeks ago today. No, what today? Almost 2 weeks ago tomorrow. Oh, what even is time? But yeah, I opened it on another video. I think I opened it on my March favourites video, and then the next day I was taking some pictures of it for Instagram or something, I can't remember, and yeah, I accidentally put like a couple of the cards down into a patch of water that was left on my desk from a glass. This is why I usually use a coaster. And so I had to take those cards, put them between a kitchen towel, and then there's some wax paper, and then load a ton of my heavy art books, hardback art books, on top of it for like over a week to make sure that the cards didn't get ruined, because they had been sitting in the puddle of water. It wasn't like, oh, I've suddenly put them in water and I'm taking them out straight away. They had been sitting in water for like a few minutes. And I was like, I've literally just got this deck, I've not used it, I've not even done a walkthrough of it, and I might have ruined some cards. And I did it, if anyone has been watching me recently, I also did it with my Diverse de Marseille and my Anatomy of a Witch Oracle. So that's my 3 for 3 now in the last month or so of like just putting cards in water, spilling water on cards. Oh, I've managed to salvage all the cards, this one and from the other 2 decks as well, so thank goodness. But then, you know, life's been getting in the way. Dr. Nomi's not been great. She's now more like Dr. Gummy after all her dental surgery. She's still having her antibiotics for her UTI. She's feeling a lot more herself, but she's still not fully recovered, so yeah, anyway, so as you'll see from the title, I am talking about the Diverse Tarot de Marseille by Elisa's Magical Space. That's the name of her channel, her YouTube channel, and then on Make Playing Cards, which is where you can buy this deck. It says creator's name, and it just says Elisa as far as I can remember. But I will link down below at the in the description box where you can buy the link to buy the deck, and also to Elisa's walkthrough of this deck, because she does talk about the reasons that she's picked the colours that she has. It's very different. It diverts from a classic Tarot de Marseille, both in the sense that it's more diverse representation in skin tones, sort of, you know, it's featuring a lot more people from around the world, people of the global majority, a lot less white faces, which, you know, I'm all for. And sorry, my voice has suddenly gone really froggy. I'm not feeling too good today, in the sense that my period is kicking my butt, and I've been really run down because of all the stress from Nomi and my own health stuff going on. And it tends to hit me in the throat a lot of the time, because my immune system sort of just does that. Chronic illness. Anyway, so if I seem tired, it's because, yeah, I'm just run down. I've been very stressed out. My uterus is trying to claw its way out of my body, it feels. So, but I was like, you know, I haven't really been able to make anything. I don't know when the next shop drop's going to be now at this point, because we've had, you know, life getting in the way, and I've just been not great. So not been able to focus, and yeah. The shop drop will either be pushed back and or be smaller than usual, but it is what it is. Life happens. So yeah, so I did take the plastic cellophane off of this. It doesn't come with a box, but it does come in like a little velvety style pouch with the, like, you know, it's not it's just like it's alright. I probably will make up my own pouch for this though, because I don't want it rattling around in a shaky in a drawstring bag, because I like to keep my edges protect. But yeah, so I've had a quick look through this, and I have seen the creator's walkthrough, and it does say Moonchild Tarot, which threw me off, 2022, and I think it disappeared for a bit, and then someone said to me that they were glad that it was now available again on Make Playing Cards, because apparently it was on there for a bit and then it disappeared and then it went in, now it's back up. So I'm guessing maybe the artist did like a bit of a redo on it or tweaked some bits. But the thing that really drew this to me was the diversity and then the use of purple. Because, you know, classic Tarot de Marseille, well, you might not know, the classic Tarot de Marseille, you don't really see purple. Purple was a difficult colour to reproduce for inks and dyes, hence royal purple being a thing, because obviously only rich folks could enjoy it. But we get to enjoy purple now these days, most of us. It's one of my favourite colours. Green and purple are my two favourite colours. And this Fool has both of them actually. I wonder if I should put, let me just see if I do turn my light around. I didn't know if it would make it look too washed out. That's not too bad. But it's a redrawing of, I want to say a convert, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I probably should have double checked before I started filming. But it is a redraw of a classic old Marseille. So we have the Magician. The one thing I did find was interesting was that the titles are not, they are in English, I should say. They are in English and they are essentially the Smith Way, the sort of Golden Dawn names. So instead of Le Batelier, we have the Magician. Slightly mustard toned yellow in the background there. And the purple hat, yes. Yeah, because it's very classic Marseille. We have the High Priestess instead of the Pipesse. These blues and purples look lovely together. She does look like she knows something that we don't, which would make sense because she's the Pipesse. We have the Empress. So yeah, again, all of these colours that are chosen for each card are very specific, for specific reasons. And the creator of the deck does explain that in her videos. A lot of it to do with chakra stuff. I don't really do a lot with chakra stuff these days because I do feel it's been divorced very much from its roots and its meanings. And yeah, I try not, to me, I kind of try not to, you know, I don't want to be appropriative, is my point. The Emperor. The Hierophant instead of the Pope. He's still got, it's interesting because his gloves are flesh toned in this rather than white. So it looks like, because you know, I feel like if the Pope has flesh toned hands, it looks like he's got, you know, whatever flesh tone that is, it looks like he's got tattoos on his hands. But if they're like white or some other sort of unnatural colour, like if they matched his robe, for example, I'd assume that he was wearing gloves with the cross on the back, which is more traditional in my understanding. The Lover, so we do have the singular, which is correct, the Lover, because it's not the Lovers, it's the Lover, but we do have it in English, obviously. The Chariot, and I do like that we've got a red and a blue horse. Nice. Fun choice of colours. So yeah, it's a classic Marseille, but then sort of, you know, the colours are changed up. And we have, you know, more diversity of skin tone representation, ethnicities, the Hermit. His robe is a really lovely deep aubergine colour. The Wheel. Strength, of course, at 11, because we're looking at a Marseille. The colours of this card are giving me very 70s vibes, that purple with the green and the orange. The Hanged Man instead of Le Pendu. Death is unnamed, only numbered. Temperance, love the green hair. Oh my goodness, it's like a bright jade colour. My camera isn't doing it justice. It's a really yummy colour. It's quite vibrant. Matches the flow of the water. The devil. The little impish creatures. The tower instead of Le Maison du, House of God. I love that it looks like nighttime. I like that. The star. And she's pouring both cups into the water. Sometimes we see it one on land, one on water, depending on the card. The moon. See, just really different colours. I mean, the deck that I would say is also quite colourful and has like colour coordinated pips. The Tarot de Marseille by Fournier, but it doesn't, from what I remember using that quite recently, actually doesn't have any purple in it. So this stood out to me for the fact that it has purple as well as some diversity. So you're seeing, you know, diversity depicted with regards to skin tone. I don't know if I really see diversity with regards to, you know, hair texture being changed. Or I don't know how much of the faces were redrawn. And you don't see, so we don't see, because it is a Marseille, we don't see diversity in the sense of, you know, queerness or disability, and anything like that. But we are seeing one form of diversity, which is, you know, very much needed, let's be honest, for the Marseille. I do hope we get to see more and more of this, and this is why I wanted to get this deck, because I want to be able to have Marseille decks that I see my community, that I see my family, that I see my friends in, and that they can see themselves in when I'm reading for them. To me, that's really important, because when I know that I've read for myself or been read by others with decks where I can see myself, the impact was really just it's different, as the kids say, like decks that I really felt myself seen in were like the Numinous Tarot, the Next World Tarot, were two of the first ones that I really was like, whoa, this is, and it just felt different. It felt really supportive, and I felt seen. And that sounds as like saying that as a white woman, but what I mean is I was seeing my queerness, I was seeing my disability in there, and that meant a lot to me. So we go into the wands, or the batons. There's no titles on these, just numeral. I was gonna say numeral. Who knows? Just numerals. I'm tired. I'll go through these quite quickly. So we have the pinkish rose background to represent the element of fire and passion and the things that sort of the wands represent. But you get to see that it does have like the classic Marseille layout. They have the straight rods, and they have the sort of the classic floral arrangements, and the rods all arranged in a classic Marseille way, where you have, you know, the even numbers here with the flowers, and then when you add another one it becomes an odd number, and that was taken place by a rod or a sword, which you see here. The flowers are gone from those, the top and bottom, and we have the rod in its place. And again, we have the flowers, and then we have a rod in its place. The 10 of rods does deviate from that here, because we have 2 rods in the middle. Got lattice. And then we go into the quartz for the wands. So we have the page of wands. Again, all of the clothing colour choices, the background, everything, it's all deliberate. I need to check to see if there is a printable guidebook for this, in the sense that it sort of explains the colour choices. I know that the creator does in the video, and maybe I should sort of, and she doesn't go through the entire deck with explaining the colours, just a bunch of them. If you can hear squeaking, it's Dr. Nomi, she's dreaming. And the king. There we go. Laying in the sunshine. So now we go into the cups, and they have this really delicious sort of teal colour background, which I really like. I always love these little guys at the top. Look at them. Aren't they cute? I'm just going to take a sip of my tea because I don't want it to go cold. Got some raspberry leaf going. Feel the cramps. And the cups themselves are a soft pink, again to represent the realm of sort of softness and emotions, and the blue to represent the water of the cups. So get the gist for the pips. Okay, let's do a bit more quickly, and then we have the page. The knight, and I love that the horse has pink hair and that the knight has blue hair. Come on, camera. The horse is really cute. The queen. Love this pink and aqua colours together. King. Okay, then we go into the swords, who have sort of a pale, muted yellowy colour in the background for the suit of air. Two, three. I really like them. I like that it's like really easy to, if you're doing a larger spread, like a 9-card box spread or the counts of 13 or something, you get a real quick snapshot like from the colour coding with the pips, if you are indeed reading with the pips and not just with the trumps. I can't wait to see how this cardstock shuffles. It feels quite nice. It's like, it's not glossy and it's not matte and it's not slippy and it's not like, it doesn't have a, it's just a really nice, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just really nice. It's just really nice, guys. Oh my god. We have the page, so we're onto the quartz now. Oh, come on, camera. Don't be a poo face. There we go. More blue hair. We have this Knight of Swords. So the Queen. The King. His outfit, the purples with the gold all around him, just really sort of throws it all in relief. Look at that. It's obviously yellow and purple, opposite colours on the colour wheel, so they are complementary to one another. And now we are onto the coins, and they have a green background to denote the suit of earth, the element of earth. So we have the I did think that it was strange that the artist hadn't put her name and the date into the 2 of coins. As is tradition. The 3 of coins, the 4 of coins. Our little shield in the middle again, which is pretty classic. The fleur de lis. The 5. This lovely lush greenery. 6, rather. 7, rather. Am I miscounting? Oh, Gesundheit. Oh, my Liebchen. You okay, boo boo? 9. And 10. We even have like all the like classic elements, like the page of coins, the title being along the side, and no nod at the bottom. And Yoav, I believe it was Yoav Bendov who said that, you know, the page being the earth of earth, I think it's earth of earth for the pages of earth, that the being the pages earth, I can't remember now off the top of my head, my brain is scrambled, but he is the closest because he doesn't have a title at the bottom of his card, and he is, you know, well, he's at least a pentacle, right? So there's the earth going on there anyway, and he is the closest to the earth in the suit and in the entire deck, I believe. Now we have the Knight of Coins. Oh my god, I love this horse. I love the horses. Look at this horse. The Queen. We have a red-headed queen. And finally we have our king again in some lovely greens and purples. And then there's an end card which is just plain. So yeah, that is the Diverse Tarot de Marseille. Very quick walkthrough. But yeah, let's just see how it overhand shuffles. Yeah, it's nice, it's not too slippy, it doesn't catch on itself, it's just a nice in-between. I like that it's not too shiny but it's not too matte. I think it's a really nice choice. I think it might just be the classic the standard make playing cards cardstock. I'm wondering if it's the same cardstock as Tom Benjamin's Multi Marseille, which I also highly recommend if you're looking for Diverse Marseille. It's based on the Jean Noblet. It's a redrawing of the Jean Noblet, so it's smaller, it's the same size as the Jean Noblet. And that also has diversity of sort of body types, and you get to see you know, like disability and things like that in that one as well. So yeah, shall I risk it for a biscuit and try and do a quick riffle shuffle? Oh, yeah, I mean, it riffle shuffles. It's just my hands are not very good at doing that anymore. But yeah, overhands really nicely. I think this is a nice choice for a Diverse Tarot de Marseille. I do hope we get to see more in the coming future, as opposed to the not upcoming future. The future means upcoming anyway. More, but people say that, right? In the upcoming future, do people say that? God, my brain is like absolutely scrambled today. Brain fog. So yes, that is the Diverse Tarot de Marseille. I've already said that, so I'm just gonna go because I can see if I can get this edited and uploaded for this evening. We will see. Yeah, we will see if I can manage that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Do you have this deck? Do you want this deck? Do you know of any other Diverse Tarot de Marseille decks? Because there's a handful out there now, but you know, nowhere near as many as the Smith-Waite based sort of decks. So I'd like to, hopefully we'll see more and more going forward. But yeah, and if you do have this deck, how have you found it? Does it read nicely for you? Do you find it nice to riffle shuffle? If you do riffle shuffle, let me know in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch me, listen to me ramble, and yeah, I appreciate you. I shall see you in the next one. Ciao.